Hi, I'm Brandon Meyer from the IT Academy here at Anthos Career Center, and here with the Chalk Guy, otherwise known as Ben Glenn. We're here to talk about his book, Ben Glenn's Building Success, Brick by Brick. Ben, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on the show. It's good to be here.
Nice. So, first question that we have for you is, how many books have you actually written?
Oh gosh. Counting the one that I had to do when I was in the 5th grade, which was a great book. It was called The Adventures of Betty Whiffleslopper. True story. It didn't make it into print. So it did make the fridge though. So yeah. So including that, let's see, Big Enough, Simply Sasquatch, which is a good read. Lots of cartoons in that book. Bigfoot facts. I'm a big fan of Sasquatch. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe?
6 books.
Can we do 6?
So how many volumes of the actual Building Success series do you have?
You guys have Volume 1, Volume 2 just came out. In fact, drove them up today. Just came hot off the press. And so we're excited for you guys to get this book. I know I talked about it, was about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Your school, hey man, they're investing in you guys. They want you guys to build a successful future, brick by brick. And so you got Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3 is in the works right now, if I can get my editors back on board.
Nice.
A lot of typos in there. You know, the word "the," you know, that's a tough one because it doesn't sound like it'd be the, you know, T-H-E. The should be a U. Maybe we'll get that changed. What do you think?
So, why did you decide to write these books?
Bob made me.
Bob did?
You know, you guys that saw my program, I've been doing, I've been speaking for almost 20 years. And my passion is to just be an encouragement to help individuals be more successful in life. And, you know, you can see from the cover, let me see that book right there. That right there, you know what those are, right?
Those are Legos.
Plastic gold. I grew up loving Legos, put them away, probably like a lot of you guys did after you maybe junior high, you put them away, mom's got them, saving them for when you have kids. Guess what? When I had kids, my mom pulled out the tub. And all of a sudden that passion was revitalized. And my kids were bugging me all the time. Dad, build this, build this, build this. And, you know, that's where this little guy came from. My kids, my daughter loved the movie Despicable Me. I made a minion. And so as I was doing all this building and having these programs, I thought, how cool would it be to take my love for Lego, find a playful approach to building a successful life. And that's what those books are about. It's really a fun, playful approach for you to make you a better you.
Yeah, because I like you in your intro how you can relate to the plates and how that's like your base and then you're building with those blocks. That was nice.
All the guys now Legos they stepped it up a notch. They came out with a division for the girls called the Friends division. And let me tell you what, I got those laying around my house everywhere because I got 2 daughters, and they're a great kit. But man, they're a lot of little pieces.
A lot of little pieces.
Yeah, all over
the place. Step on.
Yeah, nothing better than stepping on a Lego. You don't love Lego a whole lot when you step on one.
Nice. So, how do you think that the students should be able to apply these books to where they want to go with their lives?
Well, I want to really encourage you guys to read the introduction. I know a lot of times when you get a book, what do? You flip to the good stuff, you get to the meat. But the introduction really is important for this book. And what I was saying before I went off on the Friends tangent was, you know, all the guys out there that grew up playing Legos, they're going to understand these illustrations. They're going to understand how, okay, you got to have that plate for the foundation, and then you start building, but then you got to have balance. And so, you know, all of those really basic, playful illustrations will apply as you start reading these tips and you understand, oh, well, maybe I need to build this into my life. You know, one of the things I talk about in there is balance. You know, if you are a confident individual, but that confidence gets to a point where it becomes where you're conceited, now you need to balance that out a little bit. I mean, we want confident individuals, but we don't want individuals that are conceited, so now you balance that out with humility. You know, and starting to get young people your age thinking about that type of stuff will, when you get out into the workplace, prepare you more for successful situations. And so, yeah, you know, really definitely read the introduction, and then when you want to delve into that book, you can read 1 tip a day if you want. You can read a couple a day. It just depends upon what you're up for. But here's what I did. I made them ADD friendly. They're only 2 pages long.
Right.
And so right there, you know it's not a comprehensive study on, you know, I talk about attitude in there or, you know, confidence. But it's supposed to get you thinking about that particular topic in your own life.
Nice. So when you were writing these books, was there anything like exciting or funny kind of experience when you were writing these books that happened?
here's why I really have enjoyed writing these books, because there are 30 tips in each book, and all 30 tips have personal illustrations or different ideas that came from that tip. And so it's hard for me to recall all of them while I'm looking at that book, but the really fun part was I then took each one of those tips and created a video that you can watch on YouTube. You know, the truth of it is a lot of people out there are like me who have dyslexia, struggle with reading, and so I wanted to make sure that I also took advantage of, you know, YouTube.
Yeah.
It's something that's accessible to all of us, and young people like you love it.
Absolutely.
I want these things to go viral. And if you struggle with reading, the YouTube video is going to help you out a little bit more. But even if you don't, the YouTube video is going to, I guess, build on top of what you read there. And I sprinkled it with humor. So I couldn't help it. In fact, I showed the first 11 are done. And I showed my staff, and a couple of them had them in tears, laughing. And then the head honcho pulls me aside, and she's like, "Now, are you sure these aren't going to be too funny?" And I told her, and you might agree, you let me know. If you can sprinkle something with humor, you're going to remember it a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was right.
So now, are these videos that you're making, are they more or less like a tutorial on your step that you're applying to?
Yes, it's really taking the tip that you have there, and what I'm trying to do is I'll read through that, and then I will put a video together that really just goes along what you guys are reading. I wanted it to be very close. I didn't want it to be, oh, here's the tip, and then let me just go off on a crazy ADD rabbit trail. I wanted to have some connection to that. And so I do mention what the tip is in the video, but like I said, it really is more of a visual, audible tip, so that those that do struggle with reading can use that as a tool as well as the book. So you might want to edit that. It was a little wordy.
Well, thank you, Ben and Glenn, for these books. I'm sure we all are excited to read them. You can always look, if you don't have one already, for the Ben Glenn's Building Success Brick by Brick. Volume 1 and 2 are already out. Apparently third is in the works, you said?
Third's in the works, yeah.
I will be looking forward to reading it. I've already enjoyed this one so far, and I'm excited to go on to Volume 2. Thank you, Ben Glenn.
The best part is that it's under 100 pages. He already read it in one sitting.
It's easy.
Yeah, you can revisit it. And, you know, I would encourage you guys, I'm always accessible. I do travel a fair bit because of my job, but if you guys have questions, comments, anything, would love to hear from you. Love what is happening here at the Anthony's Career Center. Your teachers, they are 100% behind you. Had a chance to speak with them earlier, and boy, I tell you what, they're really preparing you guys for some success.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Thank you.